Hello guys and welcome back to OSRS. It's been quite a while since I posted an episode for this. In fact, it's been about 9 months in total. If you weren't aware, I started this challenge, I started my trip back to RuneScape for the first time in about 12 years, the beginning of the year. And it was my intention to come back and visit free-to-play and take care of some unfinished business. It always bothered me that I left Dragon Slayer unfinished, as well as a couple other minor things in free-to-play. And yeah, like I said, I had some unfinished business, came back to take care of it, and then COVID happened, and for reasons I won't go into, I ended up losing internet for 3 months. I had so much momentum going into this series, and then it kind of completely stopped it dead when I wasn't able to kind of make any progress at all. Yeah, I could have used mobile, but it wasn't the same. I did in fact use mobile to do a little bit of kind of work on some of my skills for a couple of weeks afterwards. This is going to be a kind of return episode where I'm going to, basically it's for myself as much as you guys, to see where did I leave off, where were things. In fact, you know what, we'll look at our bank account in a second. Let's have a look at our skills here. So I'm up to 35 combat level. Here are our skills. Everything's sitting at 20. We're not actually that far from leveling up a lot of these here. I have episodes planned for each of the big milestones coming up. Magic, I think I just used up the last of my runes. When I needed some killing done, especially when I was on the hunt for clue scrolls, of which I've done a fair few, I was using magic because that was the one that didn't have well, I needed to level it higher than any of the others to complete free-to-play, so I just continued on. 46 with my rune crafting here. This was one of my highest skills. In fact, I think at some point in this video I'll put a capture on the screen. I took a picture of where I was in the leaderboards when I left off. 9 months have passed since then, so probably dropped a fair way down. Crafting 51, I don't know, that seems kind of arbitrary to me. I guess the next and final crafting milestone is 70 crafting. Mining is completely arbitrary. I stopped when we came close to 68 smithing though. This is a huge smithing number for me. I know there are people 99 smithing, but for me that is absolutely massive. And I am only a single quest away from getting to 68 where I can smith a full set of mithril armor for myself. These have just gone up to whatever they were, and I think I went up to 60 fire lighting as a byproduct of getting to 57 wood cutting. This lets me set fire to yew trees, but this one here, I think that was for making a canoe that will take me to the wilderness. So I think I stopped there, and then I'll maybe use one of those before I go any further with that. I think I'm going to probably use maple logs to take me the rest of the way. Having a look at our bank account then, let's have a look. I've amassed what seems like a good number of iron arrows. I think a lot of those were from random events more than anything else. I have my, well, primarily black armor here. I still need to get a black full helm, which I'm going to get from a Champions Guild at some point. And I'm missing a black shield as well. I'm going to work on that in an upcoming episode. Then when I have full black everything, I'll do Knight's Assistant and get that final bit of smithing skill I need, and then quickly replace all my wonderful black gear with mithril armor. This black scimitar was one of the best things I found in any of my clue scrolls. It's the best weapon of its class, and yeah, quite happy to have it. Other random things I have, a metric, well, let's say boatload of runes here. A lot of these, well no, almost all of them are from rune crafting. I primarily did fire runes because it was giving me good XP, but also fire runes are one of the most vital runes in so many spells, most expensive ones, and so I can replace, I don't know, the stuffs with whichever one I'm not using. Tons of food here I've cooked up. I turned all my, I can't remember if I did this in an episode or not, but I turned all my pizzas, or all the anchovies I'd caught, into pizzas, so made enough pizza bases to pull that off. All those stews got made. I have all my tiaras here. Tons of gems going around. In fact, look, I've got mostly mithril gear here already. That's just waiting for me. I also have a couple random other things I'm going to use in the Black Knights quest coming up. What other random things do I have? These gems are diamonds I've collected during the course of getting my smithing up, but I simply haven't got the crafting skill to turn them into amulets yet. No point for me as a free-to-play player using them in rings or necklaces, such as. I need some cosmic runes. I think I've barely seen any this entire playthrough to turn all these into amulets of magic and defense and strength eventually as well. I think I need a little bit higher magic to start turning these into a useful amulet. And lastly, here's just random party gear I've collected along the way. Oh, look at this, chocolate cakes as well. So tempted just to eat one to celebrate my return. So coming up then over the next few days, I have a handful of episodes planned. First up, I'm going to be doing the Ernest the Chicken quest. I've so far avoided going to Draenor Manor for the entire playthrough. I was going to save it for a later point. I was going to do it at the same time as Vampire Slayer, which I was not ready to do at this point. But I've slightly changed my plan a little bit. I'm going to have Ernest the Chicken and Black Knights in the next 2 episodes. And then that will give me access to the Champions Guild, which I'll probably combine with a trip to the Zamorak Temple a little bit to the north from Falador. After that, I'm going to go hunting for a black shield to complete my black outfit, because I'll have the helmet from the Champions Guild. So I'll be hunting Moss Giants, I think, down in Varrock Sewers, which I haven't fully completed. And then I'll just do a little bit of skilling in Edgeville Dungeon, which is one of the main dungeons in free-to-play, which I have yet to cover. Beyond that, I'll be moving into Night Sword to get my Mithril gear, as I mentioned, and once I have my Mithril gear, I will be completing the Count Draenor quest. The goal is to complete as much of that as I can, and then beyond that I'll be doing a little bit of skilling, so I'll probably release all those over the next week or so, and then have a little bit of a break before I upload some more episodes later on. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll be back soon with another episode later today, Ernest the Chicken, so I hope you join me again then. Bye for now.